Hey everyone, this is Crusade. How are you doing? This is just a quick little developer's diary, but I was very anxious to show you guys this. And first of all, thank you to everyone who has gotten a hold of me. I've had a lot of responses with this new Dungeon Crusade. It's very late. It's 1:39. I think just from that one preview, and for me playtesting this is completely a different experience than anything I've shown. The light and dark system was just incredible how that came about. I had so many ideas that just came out, and within the last week I've just been putting all this stuff together, and the weird thing is everything just fell into place. So what I want to do tomorrow night, definitely you're going to see full-blown gameplay of all the new elements, and I'm going to tell you some of the stuff that I'm going to show I've never even seen in a dungeon crawl game, and I've played a lot of them, especially the light and dark system, but I got to get to bed. So what I'm going to show you first, I couldn't get to the print shop to print this out, so that's why we're on my computer. So I decided to put the old Dungeon Crusade logo. So let me start with this picture first. At the merchant shop, and actually I updated this, so let's go over to this. So right there at the merchant shop, you can now buy torches. There you go. There's torches for sale. And I tried to put some instructions. I updated it again, so when you get this, you'll know exactly what to do. But every game, no matter what difficulty, you can buy torches. And there's only 5 per game. And if you're on an unexplored edge with a black tile, remember that's a dark room, you can buy switching back now to the torch, you can buy a torch to light up a dark room. So you could see the unexplored edges. So a torch will light a room for you. And I thought it was kind of slick that there's the merchant when he sells it, and then you flip it over and it's actually a flaming torch. So, you know me, I go to all details. So there's the merchant side, and then when you use it, you flip it over and it's lit. So that's one thing. So there'll be 5 of those in the village. I took out the Dungeons & Dragons logo and made a village billboard. I don't know. Dungeon Crusade has really come a long way. Everything else is about the same. I touched up a little thing, so that's done. The big thing that I want to show you is, so you're going to be playing on this board. This is 11 by 17, and I think you guys are going to like this. It's about the encounters and very elegant. So here, there you go. This is the other board. And we'll go around it real quick to show you what's going on. First of all, let's start here. I'll tell you, I'll do a slow pan so you can see everything. Your monster deck that you create will go there. This came out very nice, I have to add. Your dungeon tile stack will go here. You're going to like this. Encounters are finally handled appropriately and very, very elegantly, I must add. Very tastefully done. Let's come back to that. It's the encounter where you put your encounter cards, and there is the new round order. You move, you explore. If you get an encounter, you do the encounter, you combat, you go to the village. Real nice. Difficulties. I'm adding stuff as we go, but this is going to get pretty brutal. As you can see, if you want to play a novice, it tells you exactly what to do. The encounter track, which we're going to get back to that, you start at 20. And then if you notice here, it says that monsters have normal hit points. So that's on novice. That's pretty easy. When you move up to normal, it starts getting a little more difficult. And one of the problems with this game was encounters killed your heroes. In the normal game, encounters killed your heroes. And I wanted the monsters to be quality, not quantity. It's cool to fight a bunch of monsters, but these monsters really needed to get beefed up. So now when you play on normal, the monsters have +2 hit points. And so basically when you're playing novice, I think I gotta stand up for this. When you're playing novice, when you draw the monster card now, you put 1 on it. Okay? When you're playing on normal, it said to add 2. You put 2 there. And then you just remove those when you're done fighting. So normal now, actually the monsters are not going to die right off. a much tougher game. You really got to use some strategy thinking how to fight these monsters now with more health, but believe me, it gets worse than this. So that's normal difficulty, and I put the skulls down there to show you. It kind of goes up. So, and the difference is, like here, you only use 1d4 to explore. When you move up to normal difficulty, you roll a d6 to explore, and you just draw one treasure, and 4 to 6 heroes are required to play on normal. Then you go up to heroic, and it gets really serious. So remember, before, monsters have +2 health. On heroic, back to our monster, he already has 3, so we would add 2 more. So that level 2 skeleton now has 5 hit points, and you have to take them out. And required heroes, you can try it with 4. I don't think that that's going to happen. You can see the skulls as they're going up. And then 4 to 8 heroes are required. And notice the encounter track here. That's what I meant to show you. Encounter track 20, 18, 16, and after I show you legendary difficulty, we're going to go to that. Legendary monsters have 6 hit points added, +6 hit points. So there's your level 2 skeleton, 7 hit points on legendary. But notice at the bottom, you can try it with 6. I don't know, I've never tried this yet, and you can do like a 10-man raid, take 10 heroes in, and it's just an all-out brawl. I haven't tried this yet. I've been making this, but I think this sounded pretty cool. And like here on heroic, you actually get to draw 2 treasures for killing a monster, and then on legendary you can draw 3 treasures to offset. You know, you're going to need everything you can to beat it on this. So, and then that's 4 skulls. So this encounter track, and notice it says on this one 14, and this is how I came up with this, because I love the encounters, but you know, in that damn base game, it was just too much. Notice there's a white sphere at this end and a black sphere at this end, and what that represents is the darkness and the light. So what happens is, as the dungeon, as you're exploring, flipping tiles, so what happens is when you explore, say like you roll a 3, you have to pull 3 tiles, you know. Say the first one is a black arrow, you know, a dark room, and say we're playing a normal on 18, you're going to have a marker, you move it down to 17. That means evil is growing into the dark, you know, darkness is bringing the evil out into the dungeon, and an encounter might happen. So say we pick another tile, and it's also another dark room. We'd go back and we'd move that down to 16. And our final tile, if we picked it, it was a light. So the light's kind of fighting the darkness off. You move that back up. So after you explore, you go into the encounter phase, and you roll a d20. And as long as you roll under that, say it was on 17, as long as you got 16 or lower, there's no encounter. So as more darkness starts to grow in the dungeon, the chances are an encounter might happen. So I thought this was a very, very elegant way, tasteful way to do encounters. Not every single turn almost you're pulling encounters. And then the threshold is right there. So novice, it starts out at 20. Normal, you started at 18, and it never goes above this. There's a threshold, that's why that's there. So even if you're on 18 and you draw a white arrow, means a light room, it never goes above that. And then heroic, it starts at 16, and then legendary is at 14. Legendary is, I don't know, I might have made it too tough for you guys. So I'm out of time. Oh, real quick, here's the new initiative tokens. I got 40 seconds. These came out very nice. I designed these over the weekend. And real quick, so I gotta go, this is how it works. Say there's 4 heroes fighting, right? You assign each one initiative tokens, and then you know who's gonna move first. Again, you'll see everything tomorrow. This is a very balanced, fair way. Combat is awesome, the best you've ever seen it with the new initiative tokens. So I'll pan out on that, let you see this again, and I will see you tomorrow for the big unveiling of, I think, a finished product of Dungeon Crusade. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you again to everyone. Bye-bye.